Hello, folks. I'd like to thank all of those heroes that went out to help the Bundy family on the siege out there in Nevada. If you didn't show up and if the alternate media did not provide such coverage, I am sure that the Bundy family would be no more. You got to understand something. They got caught. The Bureau of Land Management got caught with their hand in the cookie jar. Okay, and if it was not for the exposure and the patriotic effort of the American people to uphold their safety and protect their property, again, I will say, I'm pretty sure they would be gone. The way this was supposed to go down was a corrupt court issued a non-correct, I guess you'd say, writ or warrant to empty out the assets of the Bundy family for over some bogus thing, or whether it's legitimate or bogus. I don't even think that the Bureau of Land Management has the authority to do what they did on a seizure, even on a court order. I don't know. I'm not that versed in that type of a situation. But the bottom line here is they did not go to that piece of property over tortoise. They did not even go over the seizure of property or assets. They went there to kill the family, steal the assets, and divide it up among the corrupt officials there. Now, you have the government, the governor of Nevada, okay, Governor Sandoval. I've been in touch with his office, and they will not talk, okay? He completely stayed completely out of it, okay? He should be fired. He should be knocked out of office. And the reason for that is because he didn't call out the National Guard to protect the lives and property of the people in his state. Okay? Now, obviously, something has come out that the senator, the next rung up the ladder from the governor, was in direct negotiation with the Communist Chinese on creating a solar panel farm on the Bundy property or the adjoining grazing property. So in other words, to show you how low these traitors are, they sent SWAT teams and armed mercenaries. They're nothing more than mercenaries. They were not doing anything within the scope of reason or law, okay, to eliminate the obstacle and the misery to them of the people being there. They couldn't get their profit from the Chinese. They were all paid off. Sheriff Gillespie, he showed up. He was the lowest rung on the ladder. And he said, well, you better go out there and do something and say something and get these people to put down their arms and this, that, and the other thing, right? And here's the way it's going to go. Here's how it's going to go, folks. They're going to take it into court, and they're going to lose in court, because you got to remember something. The same guy that issued the warrant is the same guy that will preside over the court. You go into that court, you're a loser. Right? I don't know. I'm just a simple guy. Spinning pieces in Brooklyn, right? I don't know anything. But I've seen this stuff happen before. Alright? You should never leave the property. Never give up your weapons. Never give up the fight. And you know what? To Mr. Bundy, you're probably one of the kindest men I've ever run across on the YouTube, okay? You're a good American. I'm proud of you, but you are still too trusting of the people who betrayed you. Okay? As soon as the threat level seems to have gone down, they'll come back. And the bottom line here is you're never going to get compensated for what's been stolen from you. You're never going to get and if you do win, what they'll do is they'll put the debt according to the tax assessment that they say that you owe. They'll pay them first, and you'd be lucky to get a couple of pennies out of it in the end. Well, folks, I know this isn't a great situation, but to me it doesn't look like much of a victory. And I don't want you to abandon the Bundy family or the issue because enough backslapping. There is no pride in what we do. There is no pride in exposing corruption. Okay? There's nothing that empowers me or anybody else in the alternate media by doing this. It's disgusting. These are people who are killing us with our own money. Okay? There's no difference between these people and the Nazis making you dig a hole to shoot you in the back of the head and just kick you in it. Unbelievable. I wish you well, clarity of thought, and safety. And never, never, ever give up the fight or your constant vigilance. Stay well, brothers.